When exactly do you think Christianity came to India? And who brought the religion here?
Isn't it amazing that Christianity has been in India almost since its inception? That makes it a much older religion in India than almost all of Europe, at least 250 years older.
Here's the story. We are at the Santhome Basilica in Chennai, and this church connects many dots regarding the arrival of Christianity to India.
Let's go back in time by about 2000 years to Jerusalem. It is believed that Jesus Christ was crucified there in 33 CE. And soon after that, the remaining 11 apostles, his closest disciples, picked lots to decide where they would go to spread the word of Christ. One of these apostles was St. Thomas, and he picked India. Now his journey was a long one, through the Mediterranean Sea, via the Red Sea, and into the Arabian Sea. Some say he came via Afghanistan. Finally, he reached the shores of Kerala in western India. There he went around speaking to people about the message of Christ. They say his talks were very popular and people flocked to listen to him. And not long after that, the first churches were established in Kerala. Now, when I say a church in this context, I don't mean a grand structure. I mean a group of people who accepted that Christ was indeed the Messiah. This early group of Christians still exist in India, and they are called the Thomas Christians. They took to Christianity somewhere between 52 CE and 76 CE. That is how old Christianity is in India. Did you know that this makes India one of the first countries where Christianity took root? Just to put that in perspective, do you know the name of the first European country to adopt Christianity as its state religion? It was Armenia, and it did so in 301 CE, a good 250 years after Christianity came to India. The Thomas Christians of Kerala are one among the earliest practicing Christians in the world today.
A few years after landing in Kerala, it is said that St. Thomas walked across the peninsula and reached the shores of Mylapore in present-day Chennai. He lived in a place that is today called Little Mount. Every day, he would walk down to the beach a few kilometers away to meet people and talk about Christ. Here too, his talks were extremely popular, and it is said that the king of the land used to come and listen to St. Thomas. All that popularity earned St. Thomas some enemies. One day when he was praying at Little Mount, he was attacked. Story goes that the fleeing Thomas met his end on a hillock nearby that is today called St. Thomas Mount. His body was brought down to the beach where he used to preach every day and was buried there. For the next 1400 years, most people forgot about St. Thomas. But every once in a while, small groups of Christians from Persia, Armenia and other Middle Eastern lands, largely Nestorian Christians, would come to Chennai and revive memories of Thomas the Apostle.
But we can be more certain of all that happened since the 1500s when the Portuguese first came to Chennai for trade. They were familiar with the legend of St. Thomas. The Armenian merchants in Chennai led them to his grave, and there the Portuguese built a small Portuguese-style church over the tomb of St. Thomas. In the 1600s, the British got to Chennai and soon ended up controlling the entire coastline. In the 1890s, they decided to rebuild the Portuguese church in their own style. And that is how we got this beautiful neo-Gothic cathedral, which we know today as the Santhome Basilica.
The Santhome Basilica may not be the biggest church you will see, but it is a very significant church. You see, after the Portuguese discovered the tomb of St. Thomas, several attempts were made to take his remains to Europe. They were first taken to Edessa in Iraq, then to Chios in Greece, and finally to Ortona in Italy. St. Thomas is celebrated in all these places. But Chennai has the honor of having a basilica built over the tomb of St. Thomas. Did you know that there are only 3 churches in the world that are built over the remains of an apostle of Jesus Christ? St. Peter's in the Vatican, St. James in Spain, and St. Thomas in Chennai. That makes it a very, very special church.
And that is the story of the arrival of Christianity in India.
खुल जाएंगी किताबें जब भी हिसाब होगा, इंसाफ का तराजू यीशु के हाथ होगा। खुल जाएंगी किताबें जब भी हिसाब होगा, इंसाफ का तराजू यीशु के हाथ होगा। खुल जाएंगी किताबें। तू कर रहा है यीशु वो देखता है, जो भी तू कर रहा है यीशु वो देखता है। हर पल का तुझको इंसान, हर पल का तुझको इंसान देना हिसाब होगा। इंसाफ का तराजू यीशु के हाथ होगा। खुल जाएंगी किताबें जब भी हिसाब होगा, इंसाफ का तराजू यीशु के हाथ होगा। आजा अभी भी मुड़कर यीशु बुला रहा है। आजा अभी भी मुड़कर यीशु बुला रहा है। वरना ये याद कर ले, वरना ये याद कर ले, तेरा ही नाश होगा। इंसाफ का तराजू यीशु के हाथ होगा। खुल जाएंगी किताबें जब भी हिसाब होगा, इंसाफ का तराजू यीशु के हाथ होगा। खुल जाएंगी किताबें जब भी हिसाब होगा, इंसाफ का तराजू यीशु के हाथ होगा। खुल जाएंगी किताबें।